Good evening. Today we will be starting with the how to find out the filter response of a given filter when we are placing a pole or a zero into the system. Okay. Say for example, we are provided with this transfer function hz is equal to 1 by z minus 0.9 angle 0. So this is a polar representation of the coordinate. Okay. We can put it as the rectangular representation also. If you see the rectangular representation, it is something like that. This one 1 by z minus 0.9. Since the complex conjugate it is 0, so we have not put the 0. So if our pole was at say on the imaginary axis, then say at 0.9 j, then it would have been z minus 0.9 j. Okay. So if you are given the transfer function either in the polar coordinate or in the rectangular coordinate, you need to convert it into the polar coordinate. Now rectangular coordinate, and once you have converted it into the rectangular coordinate, and you have to make sure that the z to the power whatever is there, it should be in the positive. Okay, so when it is in the positive, at that instance only we can use the transfer function for computing the locations of the poles and the zeros. Okay. So another way of representing this one is the z inverse. Okay, because we talked about that z inverse is basically the delay functions which can help us in implementing or realizing the filter. Okay, so when we convert it into z to the power minus 1 or minus 2, something like that, then that form of the transfer function it is used for realization. Okay, that is used for the realization. However, when the z to the power this n functions, these are positive numbers, n is equal to positive numbers, that form of the transfer function it is used for determining the location of the poles and the zero. Okay, so now if you see at the numerator what we have, there are no z terms, so that means there are no zeros in this system. So for the detection of or the for finding the location of the poles, what should we have? We should put z minus 0.9, it is equal to 0. So that gives us z equals to 0.9. So that means at z equals to 0.9, we have a pole located. Okay. So let's come into the z plane over here. So in this z plane, we know this circle, it is having a unit radius. Okay. What is the x-axis of this plane? What is the x-axis of this plane? Real what? Real? Real axis what? Real sigma? Or what? What we are having in the x-axis? That is in the s plane. So what's in the z plane? What is x-axis? What is y-axis? Incorrect. So in this thing in z plane, your real axis is real of z, and imaginary axis is imaginary of z. And where is the frequency axis? Which one is the frequency axis? Yeah, circle is the frequency axis. Okay. So this is our thing. So we only have this real value. So imaginary part is 0. That means we are on this real axis, and at point 0.9 we are having this. So for the sake of simplicity, for finding out the amplitude response, what we will be taking? We will be taking 5 cardinal points. Okay, 5 cardinal points: DC frequency, pi by 4, pi by 2, 3 pi by 4, and pi. Okay, so we cannot go beyond pi. Okay, So this is a in radians. This is in radians. So what we have, this is 0. Somewhere at 45-degree angle, it is your pi by 4, then pi by 2, then 3 pi by 4, and then pi. Okay. So at these points, we need to find out the amplitude response. Okay. So from our previous class, what we know, what is the amplitude response of a given filter at a specific z value, say pi equals to 0. What was the equation? In the numerator, the distance of the pole zeros to the frequency point. Okay. At numerator, we have nothing, no zeros. So we will just put as 1. Okay. We are not taking into account the scaling factor Bn. Okay. Which is also regarded as the this amplification factor. Scaling factor or amplification factor. Okay. So in the denominator, we have only one pole. So distance of one pole we are considering at the DC frequency. That means the zero frequency. Zero frequency is here. So what is the distance from here to here? 1 minus 0.9 is 0.1. So we will be putting it 1 by 0.1, which is equal to 10. So gain at DC frequency at Z equals to 0, it is equals to 10. Similarly, Hz at Z equals to pi, but we have 1 by, this is 1 plus 0.9, 1.9. So this is greater, this will be something smaller. Okay. So you need to find out the amplitude response at these three positions now. Can you do it for me? How will you do it? I will give you the simplest answer. At pi by 2, I will be just joining this line. So what I am getting? Right angle triangle. This you know, just by Pythagoras theorem, you should be able to find out. What about at this point and this point? See, if you zoom this and if you get over here, so suppose this is the point pi by 4. So what we will be having? This distance this is 1. Perpendicular line you will be getting. This angle pi by 4. So this distance can you find out? Will you be able to find out what is the distance? So will you be able to find out this distance? Okay. Where is your pole? At 0.9. So what is, so you got this distance. Okay. You got this distance, and what is this distance? This is 0.9. Suppose this is x. Okay. So this would be 0.9 minus x. So this distance you have got, this one you have got, this one you have got. Again, by using Pythagoras theorem, you can find out that one. Similarly, at 3 pi by 4 also, you should be able to find out the distance. Okay. Now, once you find out those things, will you be able to find out the angles? Angle of this one, this angle, will you be able to find out? Yes or no? How will you find out? Again, trigonometric functions 11, 12 plus. अभी तो trigonometry 9, 10 में आ गया. You should be able to find out, but you have to find out in degrees. Okay. angles over here, they are given in the radian forms, but you have to find out the phase response also. Phase response, they are usually given in the degree form. Okay, usually. So you have to find out the angles in degree form. So if you remember correctly, do we need this angle? No. What angle we need? We need the angle that from the, suppose this is the location, at this location I want to find out. So what should be the angle I should be finding out? I should be finding out this angle. So if you find out this angle, the other angle you will be able to find out. Okay. So that will be your phases. Phases in degree are to be added. Okay. Phases of 0 added minus addition of phases of poles. Addition of phase angles of zeros minus addition of phase angles of poles. That will give you the phase response. Okay. But for the sake of simplicity, we will only mostly be what you call concentrating on the amplitude response. Okay, but you also should know how to calculate the phase response. Okay, so now can you find out at these three positions what should be the amplitude response and the corresponding phase response for this filter? Okay. Another variant of the question, it may be that I may give you this sampling frequency and FM, and accordingly I may ask you to find out the amplitude response and the phase response of the filter at 5 distinct frequency positions. So from here you have to find out the corresponding, because 0, pi by 4, pi by 2, 3 pi by 4 and pi. So at this location what are the corresponding frequency values in hertz or radians? Okay, and then instead of using 0, pi by 4, pi by 2, 3 pi by 4 and pi, you have to put this frequency in hertz, and at those 5 positions you have to find out the amplitude response. Okay, so can you do it for me now? If you have any doubt, please let me know.